Good day everyone and welcome to Exile News, the weekly show that brings you all the important news and informations on Path of Exile. And the first news this week has been some highlights from the Hideout competition. As always, as there's been for a while, there's a video here which highlights all of these hideouts, which of course have been posted in the Hideout competition, and there's many more in there, so if you really like hideouts, definitely go and check the original thread. Otherwise, just check this video, which has some very nice hideouts and some, well, normal hideouts, I guess. Still really cool, but some of those maybe have a little bit too much stuff going on. Anyway, we also got a community showcase with a very nice witch cosplay starting it off, some fan art, which is also pretty amazing, and then there's more art and some videos as well. So if you missed the action from your favorite streamers, you can definitely check this out. It's pretty nice. Other than that, we also got the new stash tab folders and this affinity system. So basically it's two things. First one is the folders, where basically you can create a folder and then you can put tabs into it. As you can see, you got here like a dump folder, and then there's 4 tabs, a trade folder, and there's all these tabs. And the best part is that it's actually free for everyone to use. I mean, on a side, it doesn't really have much use if you have only 4 stash tabs, but if you have many, you do not actually have to pay for this feature, which is really good. This would have been the most pay-to-win feature right after the stash tabs themselves. Anyway, now we got this, which is pretty nice, and you can see being on the special tab, on the special folder here, brings in front all of the tabs that you got in that. So that is actually very, very nice. And this has already been patched in. If you haven't tried it, definitely try it. Patch the client and try it out. Some people are having issues, and that is normal when something is first released, but other than that, it's working pretty well. And about affinities, you can basically, on any tab, even the normal tabs, you can set affinities, and you can see all of the things that you can give an affinity to. So there's Blight, which I guess works for oils and maps and other blighted stuff. It's actually pretty interesting what happens between maps and Blight, since you can have both of them on one tab, or you can have Blight on one tab and map on another tab. Do blighted map go into the map, or the blight one? I guess they go into the map, which will make sense, but still, you can have all of those. You can have all of those into a single tab, but you can only have one type of affinities between all of the tabs. So if you put blight on this currency tab, for example, you cannot have blight on the essence as well. If you put blight in there, it will remove the blight you put on the currency, and that is because the system has to choose, so it can only choose if there's only one actual affinity. Other than that, well, again, it's free, and it's so much time that you save when you come back from a map, or you come back from I don't know, doing normal zones, and you have some divination cards, and then you have some currency in there, and then you have maybe a unique, and then you found an essence. You can just control click those items into whichever tab you are, and they will be automatically put into the tab that you put the affinities to. So yeah, it's completely amazing. There's also this auto navigation thing here, which basically if you control click a map and you have put the map affinity onto your map tab, it not only will drop the map into the tab, but it will also go to the tab itself, so that you can actually check the tab out. So it might have some uses. It's definitely nice to go to the place where you put them, especially if you want to see where it put them. But yeah, I guess this is a really, really huge quality of life that GGG has been asked to put for a long, long time. And now they did, and it's pretty amazing. So hopefully it will not break the game too much. Hopefully I will just be a nice quality of life and not simply ruin a part of the game, which I doubt it would. So I guess it's gonna be really amazing, even though this probably goes against the philosophy of GGG, that you would need some time to do chores like organize your stuff tab and all the kind of stuff, because it's an opportunity cost that's part of the game itself. However, well, I guess actually improving the game is gonna make it much more enjoyable for the billions of normal players that actually play it randomly and not impact too much on those like huge players that just play so much on it anyway. Also, we got, of course, the full patch notes for the deployment of the actual stash tabs in Affinities and likes, which has a couple other things. And the interesting one is that the Azurite mine is now capped. I wonder if someone got close to that, or if there's or if it is for, I don't know, computing reasons. And they improved the variability of ground texture in the Glacial Expanse hideout. I mean, how did it get shipped in the state it was before? It's already a mystery. Anyway, everything else is bug fixes as usual, which are always pretty nice. And on the 14th, which is next Saturday, there's going to be a new Gauntlet 10-day racing event organized by streamers. Of course, there's Zizaran on top of the streamers, but there's also other guys like Steelmage, Kaiser, Octavian, Deathmods, Baker, DS Lily, Zizaran. You know, Zizaran we already saw, but all of those and more community creators actually put themselves together. There's also Shopify, as you can see, putting together this league kind of event lasting 10 days, where depending on the boss kills that you do and depending on your level, you will get prizes. And the prize pool is not fixed yet, but the sponsors will be matching all the donation up to $25,000 if that ever happens, and then it's gonna be distributed as follow. And there's also a lot of random draws. So for example, if you reach level 50, you enter a draft for this stuff. There's 60, 70, 80, level 90, level 100, delve depth actually, also more level 90. So the big draws are like at level 90, which is, I mean, somewhat reachable, but you also need to actually put some effort into it. And it's 10 days, so not really everyone is gonna get to that level. Also, since it's a private league, of course, there's only 10,000 slots, which, I mean, are probably more than enough, but we have to see. Not sure how many players actually want to play in a league like this. Also, it's gonna be really hard, because this is a private league. They plan on putting all of damage mods and all the monster life increases, so it's pretty crazy. It's gonna be a crazy league, definitely. So if you're interested in a very difficult league and a very competitive league, definitely join in on this. And yeah, I guess it was all for this week. This is also the 6th year anniversary for this series, which is pretty nice. And yeah, I guess it was all for this week. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below. Also, if you want to remain updated every week, be sure to subscribe to my channel. That was all. I've been your host, Giorgio, and I'll see you guys the next time.